What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Nick back with another video. As you can see, and before we get started, if this is your first time on my channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to press that bell so you can be notified whenever I do make new videos. You know what I'm saying? Today, man, we are about to react to Michael Jackson is still more famous than any other celebrity. You know what I'm saying? And hey, the title speaks for itself, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, let's get straight into this video.
Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Elon Musk all have in common? They're global superstars. But not a single one of them has the kind of fame that Michael Jackson had, and still has.
The king of pop, the master of the dance, the greatest, a legend.
King of pop,
Brilliant, amazing,
the greatest artist in the history of the world.
he's wonderful,
Beautiful music.
he's a good person, awesome entertainer. How crazy are you about him? Really crazy.
It's been more than a decade since he passed, and yet his name trends like he never left. His music still tops charts, his face is recognized in every country, and his influence, untouchable. So why is Michael Jackson still bigger than every living celebrity on the planet? The answer is deeper than just numbers. It's about legacy, timing, and a global impact that no one, living or dead, has ever come close to matching. Let's uncover why Michael Jackson remains the most famous name in the world, even in 2025.
Big facts. Not even close.
Michael Jackson wasn't just a star in America or Europe, he was a global phenomenon. There are artists today who dominate in certain countries or cultures, but Michael, he broke through every border. His music in nightclubs in New York, on radios in rural Africa, and on cassette tapes in remote villages that didn't even have electricity. Even today, in places where people don't speak a word of English, they know his name. They recognize the glove, the hat, the moonwalk. He became more than a celebrity. He became a symbol. No living artist, no matter how big, has ever reached that kind of worldwide presence. Jackson wasn't just famous, he was everywhere. But what made that global takeover possible? It wasn't luck, it was innovation. Before Michael Jackson, music videos were just simple clips, but he turned them into short films. Thriller wasn't just a video, it was an event. It changed the way people saw music forever. With that one release, MJ didn't just entertain, he revolutionized the entire industry. And let's not forget, he was the first black artist to truly break through on MTV. At a time when the music industry was still divided by race, Jack's talent and vision shattered barriers.
Facts, bruh. Facts. Big facts, bruh. Here's a fun fact about that. You know what I'm saying? So, MTV did not want to play his video. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they wanted to play Billie Jean. So, the president of Epic pretty much said, like, okay, since you don't want to play Michael Jackson's video on MTV, guess what we're going to do? We're going to pull all of our artist videos from MTV. So at that point, MTV had no choice but to play Billie Jean. And, you know, the rest is history, man, for real, though. On me, the rest is history, bruh.
Jean forced the network to change its programming, opening the door for countless artists of color who came after him. He didn't just change the way music looked, he changed who got to be seen. And just like his videos, his moves, those iconic dance steps, became part of history. Some artists create trends. Michael Jackson created moments that became history. The moonwalk wasn't just a dance move, it was a cultural explosion. People all over the world tried to copy it, from kids in the streets to pros on stage. And decades later, it's still one of the most recognized moves in the world. But it didn't stop at dancing. The fedora, the single glove, the military jackets, the white socks, everything he wore became part of his brand. It wasn't just fashion, it was identity. Every piece was deliberate, instantly recognizable. And here's the thing, no one has ever been able to wear those to Michael. He just influenced style, he owned it. But beyond style and performance, his numbers tell an even bigger story.
Michael Jackson. Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson. Yeah!
rappers come close to Michael Jackson's. Isn't just a hit album, it's the best-selling album of all time, with over 100 million copies sold. No artist, living or dead, has broken that record. He won 8 Grammys in one night, had 13 #1 singles in the US alone, over 800 awards worldwide. He was the first artist to sell out stadiums in countries that barely had live concerts before. In 1988, he packed 504,000 people into 7 sold-out shows at Wembley Stadium. That's a Guinness World Record. And the craziest part? He's still charting. His songs still stream in the billions. New generations keep discovering him like he just dropped yesterday's hottest album. But Michael wasn't just about success. He also used his fame to try and change the world.
What I usually do on my off days, I do as many hospitals as I do concerts. I do as many orphanages as I do concerts. But because it's good news, the press don't cover it. They want bad news. But I do it from my heart. I don't do it to wave a flag and say, look at me. We bring bags of toys and posters and albums, and you should see how it transforms these kids. They jump up and down and they're so happy.
Michael Jackson wasn't just famous, he was deeply compassionate. While most celebrities give to charity occasionally, MJ made it a core part of his life. He supported over 30 charities, more than any other pop star in history. And he didn't just write checks, he visited hospitals, funded research, and met with children all around the world. He donated millions from his tours, music sales, and even merchandise to causes like HIV research, disaster relief, and child welfare. He gave the entire proceeds from his Victory Tour, tens of millions, to help people in need. And in 1985, he co-wrote We Are the World, which raised over $60 million for famine relief in Africa.
Legendary.
While others used fame to build wealth, Jackson used it to build hope. That's part of why so many fans still feel deeply connected to him. Not just for what he did on stage, but what he stood for off it.
Michael Jackson's really cool and I really like him. I think he's great.
He makes everybody equal to one another, and he makes us realize that all people are the same. No matter if you're rich or poor, if you're black or white, or any other stuff, and not to be materialistic, but for who they are.
Believe it or not, his impact didn't stop at music, fashion, or charity. It reached into art itself. Michael Jackson didn't just shape pop culture, he became pop culture. His face, his pose, even his silhouette became symbols used in art galleries, fashion shows, graffiti walls, and global campaigns. The National Portrait Gallery once named him the most depicted cultural figure of the 20th century. Think about that. More painted, sketched, and sculpted than any president, actor, or world leader. He inspired artists from all genres: painters, designers, filmmakers, dancers, sculptors. From Andy Warhol to contemporary street artists in Asia and Europe, Michael wasn't just an icon, he was a muse. There's no living celebrity today whose image has had this kind of artistic reach. And that kind of influence, it doesn't fade.
No.
In fact, after his passing, it only grew stronger, especially when you see what happened next. Most celebrities fade after death. Michael Jackson? He became bigger than ever. In 2024 alone, he earned $600 million, more than any living celebrity. That's right. He topped Forbes' list of highest paid deceased celebrities yet again. How? His music catalog, merchandise, brand deals, streaming, and even Broadway musicals continue to generate massive income. Every generation finds him. Kids who weren't even born when he passed are moonwalking today. TikTok trends, Halloween costumes, tribute concerts, he's a dollars deal in 2023 and demand hasn't slowed down. That kind of posthumous power? It's unheard of. It's one thing to be famous when you're alive, but to remain the most talked about, most watched, and most profitable icon 15 years after death? That's not just fame, that's immortality. So why is Michael Jackson still more famous than any living celebrity? Because he didn't just break records, he broke barriers. He didn't just entertain, he transformed. His music crossed borders, his style defined generations, and his legacy grew even after he was gone. No one today, no matter how viral, how wealthy, or how followed, has matched his global reach, his emotional impact, or his cultural dominance.
Facts.
Michael Jackson wasn't just ahead of his time, he became timeless. And that's why even in 2025, he's still the most famous name in the world.
So that's the end of this video, you know what I'm saying? But like, what really makes me happy is that his legacy not only is going to continue, but he's also is going to reintroduce himself to the future generations to come. That's what makes me happy, man. You know what I'm saying? And that lets you show, and that lets you know that you really left a legacy behind. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Like, he's still relevant and he's not even here, bro. Like, that's crazy, man. But anyway, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right there. We got so much more coming, you know what I'm saying? So you guys will be seeing me more often, you know what I'm saying? And before you guys leave, don't forget to click that like button if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click that bell so you'll be notified whenever I do make new videos. You know what I'm saying? I've been your boy Nick, and I'll see you in the next video, bruh. Peace.